And today we are going to talk about some of the educational challenges most of the children living in wushishi community are facing. And Ashiru here is going to tell us a little bit of the situation of things there. So, Mr. Ashiru, welcome to this beautiful discussion. And I have this question I want to ask you, which I put down here. Ashiru, please, what are the educational challenges that most of all those children in Wushishi community uh, have been facing for some time now? What can you tell us about it? Some of the challenges they are having in their educational lifestyle, and hopefully after that, if there could be measures and suggestions you can bring in, so that the Foundation can know how we can come in and help in solving this situation.
Actually, as you all heard from founder of this foundation, my name is Ashuru Jagma Ushishi, and I'm the chief coordinator representing Niger State. And today, I'm very happy to meet with my uh, founder of this foundation. This is almost 2 years we haven't seen.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
right.
Actually, as we said, Nigeria, we have been facing this issue of insecurity for almost 2 years now. And basically, in Niger State, before we are not experiencing this kind of insecurity, but as of last 4 to 5 months ago, this thing come into Niger State, where most of the villages over there and some local government have been destroyed by these bandits, and even the school has been closed. If you go there now presently, most of these children now over those areas, not Niger State at large, but at those areas, the state government has closed the schools over there. Those students are no longer going to school now. They are at home.
So you're trying to tell me that because of this insecurity and banditry in Wushishi village, that I'm sure there should be over 500 children in this community, right?
Exactly. As I'm talking to now, before you came here, as you told me, said you are coming here, then I visited most of the villages over there where all those things are happening. And I even met with some of the parents and
Parents.
even the children. So
Wow.
I even talked to them due to the problem that they are facing and these educational challenges that they are facing. Since, schools over there are no longer existing.
Yes.
It has been closed.
Actually, this actually gives me a very big concern because they say children is the future of tomorrow,
Exactly.
and also it takes a whole village to raise a child. In this situation where the children are at home, it's really not a good thing. But what do you think? What measures do you suggest we can do and the people out there can bring up so that we can help the children? Because the more the children stays at home, the more they are not really being literate enough.
Exactly.
So what do you suggest we can do to stop this, to help the situation?
Exactly as I tell you, I visited those villages. So this is the reason why I even visited them, so that I can make contact with them. I
Okay.
had what they need so that the children will not be kept at home, their learning will be kept active. So most of the parents and even the children, what they're telling me that if we can be able to provide them with learning materials, even at home, they can keep learning and they won't stay,
Yeah.
you know,
They won't be idle, you
exactly.
know, because I believe this time around um I know children at a younger age, they have a very vibrant brain, and anything you show out to them, they learn it very fast. And
Easily,
so,
yes.
okay, that's a very wonderful suggestion because if there should be some learning materials for these children to have at home, I think they are still going to be picking up while every other thing clears out. And I'm also thinking if um can these children can they be able to operate like a mobile tablet, an educational mobile tablet? Do you think some of them can do that? Because I'm just thinking right now if we can also have that in place so that some of these e-learning system they can be able to do that. But also, do you have a very strong internet in that community?
Actually, there is not even network in that community.
Oh,
The
oh,
network there is Airtel, and it's not only time that they are getting the network there. Issue of this mobile learning that you are talking now, I even suggest on it. So as I went there, I asked them how are they going to manage this mobile learning when maybe we will introduce this mobile
yeah,
learning to them.
yeah,
So they are telling me, the first thing that they tell me is that the issue of this network. There's no
nah,
enough network there. So that's when
okay.
I say this mobile learning will not work there. So that is when they are telling me that if we can be able to produce those learning materials, so they will go on it, and they
Okay,
hope that one will help their
I'm
children and
I'm sorry to call you short. Like, what kind of learning materials do you think they need? Do you mean books, word maps, pencils, eraser, textbook? Is that the kind of learning material?
yes, they tell me they need books, pencils, pen, erasers, calculator, and other things.
Okay, and also the whiteboard and the
Exactly, exactly.
okay, I think that's the best bet right now because when we say we could come up with e-learning with some of these wonderful gadgets, it also has to take them time to start learning. And this time around, it has been very difficult. There is no place to gather all of them to be teaching them this because for the schools to close, this bad people who has been invading the community, they already know that the kind of places they gather. So
Exactly.
I think the our best bet is right now to hopefully think about how to um provide this educational materials for those children. Honestly, I'm not really happy this is happening, and I didn't know about this. It's just because I was able to come down to Niger State here
Actually,
so that we can have the discussion and also put it out there in our social media platforms and for people to also to listen and hear the situation of things we have here regards to everything happening right now, Ukraine and Russia problem, and we just got out from the COVID, and this is really happening right now. You know, it's also very sad that most of all those things are not actually put on the news. You know, it's not everything, but that is actually happening in all this part of our country here, Nigeria, are being shown on the news. But I'm glad we have you here to tell me and about the situation of things, and I believe that we are practically going to see what we can do about this. You have heard from my friend here, Ashiru, the Niger State wushishi representative from the Educare Foundation. We will be needing your support to provide educational materials like pencils, pen, erasers, textbooks, and the rest of them. And regardless, and I also believe that most of all those children might be having some health problem,
yes, exactly.
like the most occurrence, which is malaria. I
Most
don't.
especially in this rainy season now. If you go there, in terms of health problem, most of them there, you see them suffering in malaria. I even talk about that with some of the parents. So
Okay.
now basically we are talking on education. That's why I not brought that.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. So if there is something you can actually use to support the foundation so that many of the students can have education while um the cost of things here clears, you can donate, you can support with anything, textbooks, um exercise books, black, a whiteboard, and anything that they were going to be needed, calculators and the rest of them. So thank you so much, and I also want to appreciate your time today because I know we've been looking forward to having this discussion, but because of
Exactly.
some challenges we've been having to to set this up, and finally we have the discussion. Thank you so much for having me here in your state, and I look forward for you to show me around the state, so that you can show me.
Exactly. No problem now. Since you have been in Niger, We'll go around so that you see how
Yes,
Niger State
yes,
is.
yes, yes.
And I'm very happy to meet you. This is almost a 2 year where you live Niger, and your face now look very, 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 very new to me.
Okay, you mean I now look different from the way you used to see me before, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, things happen, people change, people grow. So in the next coming year, I'm not going to look like this. I might be married, or
Exactly.
yes, I might be married maybe in the next coming year. I don't know. also have my own children, my own kids. So people have to change. People don't have to look the way they are. So thank you so much for having this discussion with me. And I'm very happy and glad for the contribution you put out there, because I didn't actually know that this kind of things is happening. I've just been listening, hearing it in the news and all this. But I'm very happy that it's you you are in the state and in the village and the location where all these things are happening, and you have a clearer view and understanding of how everything is. So I also once again thank you, and I appreciate you
Thank you.
having the discussion.